John, thank you for coming. You got my message about today.
I did.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you. How was your trip?
Very good, thank you. Yeah.
Did you have a chance to interact with Kojitsu at all?
I used to read his contributions to the Facebook groups.
Oh, good. This is a copy of his talk about practicing illness. I'll read it to you. Wait, stop. There's a club behind you. Okay. Hello, everyone. If you were wondering what that is, let's just say our parking lot's a little full today and we had, it was averted. Okay, I will now return to our proper decorum. I lost my Zen cool just for a second. Okay. We have to have a little humor today, too. All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming today. As you know, today is our celebration of the life of Kojitsu. It's a farewell, but we also know he is still here with us. Certainly the effects of his words, his teachings are here with us and will continue on and on timelessly. Later I will have a chance to read some of his wise words. I just said that you need to have a little humor. We just had an incident in our parking lot and I ran out with my Zen cool completely blown. Well, fortunately, Kojitsu all through his practice with us taught me that. Humor, you must keep the humor. The man would truly fall down sometimes and get up with a smile on his face. And we say that, you know, figuratively, but in his case, I saw him laugh and smile through so many occasions. Here before you can see, that is a portrait of Kojitsu, which I will soon place on our altar for the ceremony. There is a plaque there that reads, "To all the Zen ancestors, generation by generation." Kojitsu was only ordained with our Sangha this past year, but sometimes through illness, through suffering, the great koan, facing life and death each day, wisdom and compassion will manifest. Truly, he spoke the wisdom and compassion of the ancestors. So this plaque commemorates that. I want to thank you all for gathering today. We have people in other places around the world who will be also sitting and posting their greetings and Zazen today and in the coming days to show that they are sitting for Kojitsu. I would like to recognize Kojitsu first teacher, Reverend Cynthia Kerr, who is here today. Thank you. I would like to thank all of you who have come and gathered, taking the time. In our tradition, Nishijima Roshi's lineage, when I asked, you know, what do we do for funerals? Funerals for those who have passed in Japan can be very elaborate. And Master Nishijima said one word to me, Zazen. We sit. This is how we honor someone. And that is what we're doing today. We sit. We will chant the Heart Sutra. There will be some special words at the beginning to recognize Reverend Kojitsu. These words come from the standard Soto Zen funeral. But we sit. We chant the Heart Sutra and then we sit, as we all do all times. It is also in Buddhism, especially in traditional Buddhism, it was right to honor the passing of someone for 49 days. The 7th day, the 14th day, onto the 49 days. Well, we also do that because we will be sitting here next week and the week after, and we will sit each week to recognize and honor the transition of Reverend Kojitsu each week for the coming many days. You see. This picture of Reverend Kojitsu will be kept here in the Zendo as long as there is a Zendo. He was a good fellow. He was my friend. I loved him very much. I only knew him for a couple of years, but he touched everybody who came in contact with him and told us that when we think it's the hardest, when we think it's the end, when we think we cannot go on one more day, it is this moment and this moment and this. All right, with that spirit, I will now place Reverend Kojitsu's portrait on the altar, and he will be honored with the Buddhas today. Reverend Kojitsu needed to recline for Zazen because of his health. If you need to recline, to sit, To stand, you do as the body requires. That was one of the lessons from him. But right now, we will have our service. Our Ino today is Onki, who was Kojitsu's mentor during his training.
Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing.
That's fine, Onki. I'll follow you.
Okay. We are keenly aware that birth and death give way to each other, that cold and heat vary in their turn. They come like lightning flashing in a vast sky. They go like waves calming in a great sea. Today, this is the case with Reverend Bondō Kojitsu, who has newly entered complete quiescence. His causal conditions supportive of life are exhausted, and his human lifespan has suddenly passed. Understanding the impermanence of all things, he enters nirvana in ease. I respectfully request the pure assembly all present here to humbly chant the heart of the Perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra, that the great effects accumulated thereby may adorn the path of awakening. I respectfully invite the pure assembly to mindfully recite Maka Hanya Haramita Shingyo Kanti Saibo Satsuyo Jin Hanya Haramita Jisho Kendo Kai Kudo Isai Kuyaku Sharishi Shiki Fui Ku Fukui Shiki Shiki Sokuze Ku Kusokuze Shiki Ju Sogyo Shiki Yakubu Nyo ze sharashi ze shoho kuso fu shofu matsu fufu fujo fuzo fugenze koun chu shiki mujo shoujo shiki mugenze bi session ni bushiki shoko mi soku ho mugen kai naishi mui shiki kai mu myo yaku myo jin naishi roshi yaku roshi jin kushi Metsudo mochi yaku toi shotoku bodai satai hanya haramita koshin mukege ko kofu onri saitendo muso kuyo ne hansei Shobutsu e hanya haramita Kotoku wa nokutara san Yakuzan bodai kochi Hanya haramita Zeidai jinshu zeidai Myoshu ze mujo shu ze Muto doshu nojo isai Kushin Jitsu Fuko Setsu Hanya Haramita Shusoku Setsu Shuwatsu Yate Hara Yate Haraso Yate Koji Swaka Hanya Shinyo. Buddha nature pervades the whole universe. Reality existing right here now, in reciting the heart of the Perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra, and recalling our priest and friend, Bondō Kojitsu, we dedicate our sincere efforts to Shakyamuni Buddha Honored One, the historical Buddha and teacher, and to those ancestral teachers, Eihei Dogen Honored One, Soji Keizan Honored One, all successive Honored Ones, up until Zugaku Renpo Honored One, and Gudo Wafu Honored One, and to all other Honored Ones throughout history, same yet diverse Honored Ones, whose names have been forgotten or left unsaid. We also dedicate these efforts to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, to all awakened ones and teachers in all places and times. We especially seek tranquility and well-being for all creatures now suffering or ill in health. May they be serene through all their ills. May their lives be at peace and wisdom pervade the darkness of ignorance. We dedicate our hopes and aspirations to all victims of war and violence and natural events, to the injured and to all families touched by these tragedies, to the healing of hatred in all countries and among all peoples, to the wisdom and compassion of our world leaders, to the peace of the world and harmony of all beings. Thus let the harmful effects of words, thoughts, and actions be dispelled, and compassion bloom in perpetual spring. May we all realize and live the enlightened way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Maha Prajna Paramita.
special dedication to Kojitsu family as well. Wife, child, all who love you. Zazen. KINHIN. Zazen and a teaching from Reverend Kojitsu. And everyone here, if you can hear, give us a little wave. Yeah, all together. Good. Sometimes when someone goes through great struggles in life, they find wisdom and compassion that is the equivalent of living years in a cave, in a monastery, sitting on the zafu. Reverend Bondō Kojitsu Williams was such a being. He came to us a couple of years ago with a calling to be a priest, not for himself, but truly for all sentient beings, as I hope you hear in his words in a moment. He came to our monastery of open doors because with his body, he could not engage in the usual training as a priest, but yet he knew that it was the path that was right. So we ordained him. He became our friend, and every day, through the example of his living, showed us truly what wisdom is. Compassion. And I'd like you to hear that in his words right now. I'm going to read a little essay he wrote, and something came in my heart as I was preparing this. And I don't want to say a message from Kojitsu, but here he goes into a lot of the detail of what he was going through in his body. Years of dialysis, hours and hours every week, heart failure. The joke with Kojitsu was trouble with his lungs, stroke. The joke with Kojitsu was if there was any part of him working right, we should just list that. It would be shorter. But he's free of that now, you know. That we know. It is a great mystery what happens when we leave this body behind. But one thing we Zen folks know for sure is that there is freedom involved. So the illnesses that are listing here are not his now, but the wisdom and compassion that is here remains. He would also want me to say that this applies to anyone with serious illness or other like struggles in this life. So I'd like you to hear these words as speaking to you. All right? He left us this wisdom. To live with serious illness is not simply to endure physical suffering. It is to walk daily along the edge of impermanence. Yet from the perspective of Zen practice, this path is not tragic. It is an opportunity to meet life exactly as it is, moment by moment, with clarity, dignity, and compassion. In Zen practice, we do not look away from suffering. We meet it directly. The Buddha's first noble truth states that life includes dukkha, which we may say is unease, discontent, sometimes suffering. Chronic illness does not make this more true. It only makes it harder to ignore. He describes medical procedures and terrible, the pain of it, the machines humming, the fatigue after, all of it is a Dharma gate. So too are the moments when breathing becomes difficult, when the chest tightens and fear arises. These experiences are not interruptions in our spiritual life. They are our spiritual life. In Zen, we do not seek to escape or transcend something. We seek intimacy with all things. That includes the fatigue, the pain, and even the bureaucracies of the medical field. Nothing is left out. Dogen taught that practice is not separate from daily life. Whether stirring a pot of soup or sitting on a cushion, each activity is the entirety of the Buddha way. In illness, the scope of action may be limited, but not the possibility for practice. When walking becomes labored, we bring attention to each step. When the breath catches in the lungs, we rest in the breath we can take, rather than grasp for the one we cannot. This is not passivity, it is profound engagement. To say just this is not resignation, but a vow to live fully, exactly where we are. Sitting Zazen with a body in decline may be difficult, but the essence of Zazen is not physical posture. Whether in a chair or a hospital bed, we can embody shikantaza, just sitting. In Zen, this means sitting with no gaining idea, no goal, not even health or recovery. Zazen is the enactment of our inherent Buddha nature. Even when we are hooked to machines, even when our body is failing, Dogen reminds us that practice and enlightenment are one. We do not wait until conditions are ideal. We do not wait until the body is strong. We do not wait. Illness often isolates. Others may not understand our condition, or may even see our lives as diminished or burdensome. But from the perspective of Zen, every being is a manifestation of the Dharma. No one is outside the circle of compassion. To live with serious illness is to become intimately aware of the suffering of others, those with tubes, scars, pills, and fears. In this way, we wear the okesa not just over our shoulder, but across the shared ground of human vulnerability. Our practice, though silent, becomes a vessel of compassion for all beings. facing mortality each day, when each moment could be the last, when the heart's rhythm wavers, when the back pain is so intense you can't possibly sit still, is not merely frightening, it is intimate. It strips away illusions of control and certainty. Zen does not offer answers, but it does offer intimacy. Not knowing becomes our ally. We try to open to each moment, not with fear, but with wonder. What is this? In the face of death, we do not reach for beliefs or promises. We return to this breath, this step, this bowl of rice. We let go again and again, not just of hope or fear, but of our very selves. This is the liberation Zen speaks of, not beyond suffering, but through it. Living with serious illness is not easy, but it is not in conflict with the Buddha way. In fact, it may offer the rarest gift of all, the chance to live every moment with full awareness of its fragility. Zen does not promise that we will live longer. It offers something far more profound, that we might live fully and die fully, without clinging, without regret, and with an open, awakened heart. As Dogen Zenji wrote, when you find your place where you are, practice occurs, actualizing the fundamental point. This body, this moment, this breath, this is our place. And we practice endlessly. I'd just like to mention finally that Kojitsu also found a home in the local temple. His family, his wife is Vietnamese, and he was welcome and celebrated too today in the Vietnamese, their family temple near their home in the United States. And I will miss my friend. Let us sit. We will now recite the verse of atonement and the four vows.
All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way unattainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way unattainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way unattainable.
Well, thank you, everyone. It was family coming together today. I don't think V is here today. She's going to be joining us later, but I sent a message to V and their son that they should consider that we are all uncles and aunts here for them anytime, anything they need. The effects of Kojitsu will continue endlessly, and he remains with us. His portrait will stay here for the week, and then I've picked out a nice place right over there by Canon Bodhisattva where it will be here as long as the Zendo is here. Now, right now we are going to have, for those who can stay, the rest of you, just to honor Kojitsu by living and practicing well this week. If anyone wants to stay, we're going to have, it's another Japanese custom, basically just tea and sitting and remembering Kojitsu a bit. You're welcome to stay if you wish. For the rest of you, thank you for coming today, and peace and good life to all of you. Okay, can you guys stay?
Sure.
You have tea. I'm okay today.
I've got some coffee actually, so.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll take a tea. I'll take a tea. Let's see. Oh, hi, Chris. Good to see you all. Good, good, good. Well, this is actually a Japanese custom. They usually do it the night before.